Good evening, guys. Let's talk about sexing coturnix quail. If you have just recently started raising coturnix quail, or maybe not even recently, maybe you just do not know how to determine the gender, I'm going to give you a few tips that will hopefully help you know whether you have males or females and how many. When it comes to breeding, typically you need to run about 1 male to every 5 females. You can do 1 to 4 or even 1 to 6, but not really too much more than that. Too many males is too much aggression, and you'll notice a lot of fighting in your cages and stuff like that. So let's talk about the ways that we can determine gender. Some varieties are feather sexable. I will show you some feather sexable ones here in a moment. The male's chest is typically more plain, and your females are going to have speckles all over their chest. But I will show you examples. Vent sexing is another way. That can't be done until about 6 to 7 weeks typically. If you wait till about 10 weeks, you will be able to tell without actually even vent sexing, and I'll show you here in just a moment what I mean by that. Also, you can just watch their behavior. Your males will be the ones that crow, your females will not. When you hear a quail crow, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. It is a sound that you've probably never heard before if you do not raise quail. And if I hear one here in a moment crow, I will let you know that sound. Catching them on camera crowing is very, very hard. I've tried so many times in the past and have not been successful just yet. But one day I am going to catch them. And I will post that for y'all to be able to hear that quail crow and how they do it exactly. But let's start off with vent sexing. That can be very hard for some people. It's a very easy method, but if you've never done it, it can be a little intimidating. But let me grab a male right quick, and I will show you exactly how to vent sex these things. Alright, so I have a male here. Let's hope that he cooperates. These guys do not really like to be handled very, very much, so once you get them in your hands, they kind of start squirming. If you can put your hand all the way around them and be able to hold their wings down, that will help you be able to contain them a little bit more. To vent sex, you're going to go right back here to their vent, and you can see this one here already has that white foam coming out. So a while ago when I said if you wait till about 10 weeks, this little bulge right here will already just go ahead and appear. If you see that bulge, that is a male. Now if you're vent sexing and they're about 6 to 7 weeks, there will not be a very big bulge there. It'll be just really, really tiny. But if you press on it, and let's see, there you see all that white coming out, that is a male. That is how you vent sex. Very, very easy, not hard at all. But like I said, if you wait till about that 10-week marker and you see that bulge, that tells you right there automatically that you have a male. But when you press on it, white is going to come out. On your females, you will not see that bulge and no white will come out. Now, if you vent sex a little too early, you might think that you have all females. So wait till that 6 to 7 week marker, sometimes 7, and that way you can make sure that you are sexing them correctly. So let me grab some feather sexable ones. This one actually is 2, but let me grab a male and a female, and I will show you the difference of their feathers. All right, now this is a feather sexable variety of quail. This here is your female. You see all this pretty speckled coloring right here, and then your male is just very, very plain. Most animal species, the male is the very, very pretty one. So ladies, quail is one of the species that we get to be the pretty ones actually. The boys are just a rusty plain color there, and then your females have all the speckles that are very, very pretty. You hear that sound that she's making? That is the sounds that your females will make typically. Very, very quiet. So if you live in an HOA or something like that, quail are perfect for you to own. Your males do make a crowing sound, but most people would not know that you even have quail. It just sounds like some sort of bird to the majority of people. All right, so I put that male up. This is your female. And let's go back to vent sexing real quick. If you try to vent sex a female, there's going to be no bulge there, and when you press, nothing comes out, guys. Nothing. So be careful when you're vent sexing that you don't do it too early and mis-sex your quail. So wait and just be patient at 7 weeks or so. Likely by that time, because they can start laying anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks old, your females will already be laying. And you might know if you caught some of them laying an egg or something like that if they're not a feather sexable variety. So, all right, guys, that is how you determine the gender on your quail. Sorry, probably not the best video that I have ever made. Hopefully not the worst video that I've made, but don't let vent sexing intimidate you. If you're not successful the first time, just keep trying. Give them another week and then try it again. At some point, you will get really good at it. And like I said, if you can't vent sex, hopefully your quail are feather sexable. That will be a lot easier. Usually you can determine the gender at that point on feather sexable ones around 3 weeks of age. So those are a lot easier to own for first time quail owners that do not know how to vent sex. But get whatever color of quail you want. Don't let vent sexing or anything like that stop you from picking out the color of, a color of quail that you want to own. Thank you all for watching this video. Hopefully the information that I have provided has been helpful to you. And if y'all have any questions at all, let me know and I will try my best to answer them. And y'all have a wonderful day.